Have you thought about a casket?
Well, I think the wooden caskets are really nice, but I do have some questions.
Okay, what kind of questions do you have?
What are my options as far as different types of wood?
You have birch, cherry, mahogany, maple, oak, walnut, pine, or poplar.
What makes the price different? Is it the different types of wood?
The different types of wood, as well as the interior and the gloss finishes on them, do make the prices different. I have a list if you would like to look at them. It goes from the mahogany, which is the most expensive, down to the poplar, which is the least expensive.
Well, these are a bit pricey. Do you have other options for wooden caskets?
Now we do have other options. They make a wood veneer or artificial veneer casket. It is a cheaper alternative to the wood. What they do is they glue a thick layer of the oak or whatever wooden material that you choose, and they glue it onto plywood, which gives the appearance of an oak casket or what other hardwood without the larger price tag.
That sounds like something that would work better for us.
Okay.
Do they make an oak casket with the veneers?
They do. Let me check here and see what the price on that would be. Okay, that would actually just be 3,000.
Do wooden caskets seal?
No, they don't. What happens when they seal is the pressure of the seal actually sealing would cause the lid to crack. So therefore, they just put hinges on those to keep your loved ones safe and secure in there instead of actually sealing.
Now, I saw online where a company had caskets for sale. Could I purchase a casket from a third party and have it shipped here?
You can. Under the Federal Trade Commission law, it is a law that we must accept any casket that is purchased elsewhere, and you can have those shipped here.
What would you say are the pros to getting a wooden casket?
The pros are there are no two caskets the same because of the natural wood grain. All will have a different finish, all will have a different pattern to them. They provide a warm and very beautiful appearance for the visitation.
Does it deteriorate quickly?
It does. That is one of the cons to the wooden caskets. As soon as it hits the soil, it will start to deteriorate without some type of outer burial container. And that is why it's so important to choose a good burial container if you decide to get a wooden casket.
What is an outer burial container?
An outer burial container, it is otherwise known as a vault. You may hear them called that. The cemetery actually regulates whether the outer burial container is regulated or required. It is basically another box made out of steel or other material that protects the ground from settling after burial. Without the burial container, the ground can eventually collapse from the weight of the dirt. Some cemeteries, they don't want you to not have one because of the heavy machinery and other things that we run over it, which could cause it to collapse. And it's just another layer of protection for the casket and for the deceased.
Is it a law that you have to have an outer burial container?
No, it is actually cemetery. It is at their discretion. So every cemetery would be different. We would just have to make sure with the cemetery that you're planning on burying at, whether they actually require an outer burial container or not.
Okay. I believe we will go with the oak veneer casket with the black stainless vault.
Okay. Okay, and do you know if you want to purchase that through us, or would you like to go back and look at the other company that you had mentioned to purchase that?
I think it would be best just to go with
Just
you
to go ahead
guys.
and get it through
Yeah.
us? Yeah. Let me make sure we have one of those in stock, and we do. Okay. And if you don't have any other questions about the wooden caskets, I think that will be all. that we need to get that ordered.
I think you answered all my questions.
Okay.